In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a customized 404 error page for your Squarespace website so that if anyone follows a broken link to your site from your site or another site, they're going to end up with something better than just the generic "we can't find that page" message. Hi, if we haven't met, I'm Christy Price. I'm a Squarespace expert and educator. If you're following along with my pre-launch checklist, welcome back. And if you don't have that Squarespace pre-launch checklist yet, I'll drop a link below so you can grab it. Now, in our last video, we talked about setting up 301 redirects or URL mappings. So if you update the URL slug of a page, it will take people to the new correct page when they type in the old one or click a link that goes to the old one. Now, if anything falls through the cracks, or if somebody just has the page URL wrong on a link to your website, this is a catch-all that's going to save them from seeing a generic error message and give them something that looks more on brand and gives them something to do that they might want to do while they're on your website. So take an action. Now, there are a couple of other important things after we build the 404 page that you need to do, so stick around for those. First, I'm going to show you how to build the page, and then I'm going to show you a couple of settings that you cannot skip. I'm here in Squarespace's Clove template. This is a free template that they offer, and I wanted to show you what the generic error page looks like, and it's pretty sad. Now, if you want to get some ideas of what your page could look like, this is a place where you can be funny or punny or whatever you want. Really, you can show your personality here in a silly way, if that's on brand for you. So if you Google fun 404 pages, you'll see a lot of really cool examples, but I'm going to show you what I typically do for my clients. So we're here in the Clove template. I'm in the back end in the pages menu, and under not linked, I'm going to go ahead and just start a blank page here, and I'm going to call it 404. Now, this is where I'm going to build out my 404 page, and I tend to just go into another page of the website and select something that I think would look good as the 404 page. So I'm not really spending a ton of time designing something from scratch. I'm keeping it on brand and simple. So I'm just saving this section here from the About page. And when I go to my 404 page and edit it, I can add a section. I did not mean to do that. I got a little click happy. All right, add a section, go to Save Sections, and I'm going to choose the section that I just selected. And so what I can do here is just say, oops, we can't find that page. And underneath here, and I'm going to actually make that a little bit wider and center it. There we go. Underneath here, you can add things like a message saying why maybe you can't find that page. So I'll just say, we recently redesigned our website. You might be interested in. And underneath here, you could do text links. You can do buttons. I'm actually going to do some buttons because I think they'll stand out. So let me just add a button block here. For services. And go ahead and link that up and style this so it is a little bit taller. And then I'm going to just duplicate this one, bring it down and edit it, our team. And I don't know why it's making it smaller right now. I think that's a bug, but it does not take long to fix it. We're just going to make that bigger. And then I'm going to duplicate this and say something like view our recent blog posts. And now I can add a summary block. Go. I'll bring that underneath. You can style this however you like, but if the client has a blog, I tend to want to add this in for them so that there's something for people to explore here that's more than just a couple of buttons. So this is something nice you can do. And head and featured image. I don't want the excerpt. I'm gonna go and make it connect to our blog. There we go. And then I'll go back and just change the design a little bit. I'm going to make the text not quite that large. There we go. That feels much better. And then I'm going to go back to content and remove date posted. Okay. And they can scroll through here to see more. I'm going to center this guy up. And I'm going to just move all of this up the page a little bit. I don't want it to be quite so far down here. So I'm going to edit my section and make the height small. There we go. All right. So now we have a helpful 404 page. I feel like my text is not really standing out very much here. So I'm going to go back to the background. I'm going to make sure that my color is set to darkest one, go back to the background and just pump up that opacity a little bit to darken that up so my white text stands out more. I think that looks much better. And I realize that I'm using H2 in both of these and I want to create some hierarchy. So there we go. I'm going to make that H3 and I'm going to align that to the bottom. Just give that a little bit better spacing. All right. That looks pretty good. And remember to check this on mobile as well. And you'll usually find if you've added some elements that it's going to require a little bit of zhuzhing on mobile. That looks good to me. And there we go. All right. So we have created a 404 page, but it does not work yet. So if someone were to follow a broken link, they would still get that generic error message. And we're going to set that in a second. So they will see our new 404 page. But before I forget, we're going to go into page settings for it, go to SEO and hide this page from search results. And what that means is that this page will not show up when somebody Googles your site. If we were to leave that on, this page might show up in results for your site, which is not helpful. This is not something anybody needs to see in Google search. We want to get them to the meat of your site, and that is not this. All right, I mentioned that there is one final step to actually get this to show up. So just making the page isn't enough. We have to let Squarespace know what page to use for this error page. Now, if you've been using Squarespace for a while, you are probably well aware that things move around all the time in the menus. Today, when I'm recording this, under System Pages, the 404 page settings are here. And you can see it's doing that generic old error page that we don't want. But if you're not seeing under System Pages, if you're not seeing System Pages or you're not seeing 404 under that, if you hit the / key on your keyboard, that is the same key as the question mark key, and you type in 404, this will take you directly to that 404 error page setting. And what you need to do here is just choose 404. You can see it's reflected here and hit save. And there you have it. You have a nice on-brand 404 page for your website that looks purposeful and gets people where they may need to go on your website. If you found this helpful, please give the video a like or drop a comment below, as that helps other people find my videos. Thanks for watching, and I wish you all the best with your website.